everyone is trying to use AI to crank out content at a massive scale. But there's this huge catch, right? Google's big crackdown on what they call scaled content abuse. It feels like this constant tug of war between an incredible promise of AI and the very real fear of getting slapped with a penalty. So let's dive into how we can actually win this fight by building a smarter system. Hi, I'm Adewale Adeniwa, founder of Private Content Wizard. I create AI tools for content generation. And over the last 5 years, I've helped over 12,000 small businesses cut their content creation time from days to literally minutes without losing credibility and without having to juggle tons of AI tools just to achieve this. $1 million question for pretty much any creator or marketer today is, how do you get all the amazing benefits of AI's speed and power without waking up one morning to find all your traffic has completely flatlined because of penalties? The solution is not to run away from AI, but it's about learning to use AI the right way. Now, what's wild is that the most common way people are using AI is also the most dangerous. This whole idea of AI writes and you publish is a total myth. In reality, that's a super fast ticket to what Google is targeting, that scaled content abuse. They're talking about stuff generated with little to no human oversight. That's a separate model that is completely broken. So to fix this, we have to completely rethink the whole problem. The old model fails because honestly, it's based on a giant misunderstanding of what content creation even is. It isn't just one simple action. It's actually made up of 7 distinct, kind of hidden processes. And this right here, this is the aha moment. You've got to stop thinking like an artist, trying to create a masterpiece with a blank canvas every single time. Instead, you need to start thinking like an architect designing an assembly line. Each step is its own station, totally optimized, and it all contributes to a high quality product in the end, every single time. So, here it is. This is the assembly line broken down into 7 key stages. The first step, you've got the research and the intent mapping, basically figuring out what the audience actually wants. Then you move to information gathering, building the structural architecture, which is just a fancy way of saying the content outline. Then you get to the actual content generation. And after that, that's the crucial human part, the EEAT integration. This is where you inject your unique experience, your expertise, your authoritativeness, and trust. Finally, you wrap up with a technical optimization for the search engines, and then a final quality validation to make sure the thing is actually useful. So the real magic of this assembly line is that you can assign the right worker to each station. It's about putting AI and human experts in the roles they absolutely shine. This division of labor, this is the key to getting both quality and scale. So let's look at how we split up the work. AI is just an absolute powerhouse at the heavy lifting, right? The research, grabbing the info, structuring the outline, banking out those first drafts. But the humans are completely irreplaceable for the 2 steps that Google cares about the most. Weaving in your unique expertise and experience, the stuff that AI literally can't invent, and that final quality check that needs human insights to decide if that content is genuinely useful. And this quote, this nails this new philosophy properly. The human is the architect at the very beginning, drawing up the blueprint. The AI is like a skilled construction crew, executing that blueprint flawlessly. And then the human comes back at the end as the finisher, adding all those unique, valuable details that make the whole thing truly stand out. So, why are we going through all these trouble? Well, it's because of the numbers like this one. The data is pretty clear. To rank well, your content needs to cover at least 74% of all the relevant subtopics and facts for any given search. This has nothing to do with length. It's all about comprehensive coverage. And if you need more proof, just look at this bar chart. Check out the huge difference here. The connection between ranking and how much of the topic you cover is nearly 3 times stronger than the connection with plain old word count. So Google is not really rewarding long articles. It's rewarding complete articles. So your whole system has to be built to deliver that. But how do you make this work day to day without it becoming a huge mess? This is where the engine part comes in. There are 2 core pieces that make this whole system scalable and repeatable. The first part of the engine is what you call your EEAT library. Think of this like a central vault of your most valuable human-generated assets. It's a secret weapon. It's everything that makes your point of view unique and authoritative, all stored away in a way that you can pull from it and use it strategically across tons of different content pieces. So what exactly goes into this library? We're talking about your best case studies, your killer quotes from inner house experts, unique industry insights you've developed over the years, stories and first-hand experiences, and any original data that you have gathered. These are the golden nuggets that AI can't just dream up. And these are your absolute best defense as just being seen as a low-value content. The second part is batch processing. It sounds typical, but it's simple. Instead of making one article from start to finish and then starting the next one again, you group all the similar texts together. You do all the research at once, all your AI targeting at once, all your human enhancing at once. This one change gets rid of all the massive time suck of constantly switching gears between different kinds of thinking. So this is what this can look like in a real week. On Monday, you batch all your research and outline for the entire week's content. On Tuesday, you let the AI take over and generate all the first drafts. On Wednesday, it's Human Day. That's when you enhance everything, pull all those unique assets from the EEAT library. Then Thursday is when all the technical stuff comes. And on Friday is the final quality check. Then hit publish. This is what turns content chaos into a predictable, smooth running factory. So when you put all these pieces together, we're talking about architecting completely new systems for creating content. One that is actually built for the modern world of search and AI. So here are the crucial things to walk away with. First, deconstruct all the content creation into those 7 core processes. Then next, assign those tasks based on what AI is great at versus what humans are great at. Then build that reusable EEAT library to scale your unique value, and then use batch processing to get crazy efficient. And then maybe most importantly, build a system where quality is baked in from the start. It's structural, not just an afterthought. And that leaves us with one final, really critical question. The game has already changed. Seriously, the standards are way higher. And the penalties for lazy, low-effort content are very real. So you have to take the hard look at how you're making content and ask yourself, is my system really built to win in 2025 and beyond?